What's going on, guys? Eddie here from Monchi's Men with another post-match recap. This time in the Europa League semi-final of 2019-2020, Sevilla versus Man United. Final score 2-1 for Sevilla. Remontada. Come on. Was there ever a doubt that in the Europa League that Sevilla would not win? Are you kidding me? I mean, I know we're playing an English team, so if you're looking at the English-speaking press, obviously it's going to be heavily favored towards United. Except, well, those who kind of know what they're talking about knew there's a threat with Sevilla, who's been really, superb throughout this tournament. But, United, the front three, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, they should have enough to put Sevilla away. And they should have. They really should have. But we have a man from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, who starts for the Moroccan national team. But this man, Yacine Bono, the man from Montreal, La Belle Province, Yacine Bono. When you go up against a big team, you need a keeper to have a big game. Maybe not every game you have to have a big game, because if you're relying on your keeper a little bit too much, maybe there's something wrong with your defense. But today, against that front three, boy, we needed a big performance. I don't know if we would have seen those kinds of saves from Vashlik, because often some simple shots go in on Vashlik, so he looks suspect. But Bono tonight, Bono came up big, man. And the clause is 4.5. You'll just pay that. I'm pretty sure that's like Banega's wages. You'll just pay the 4.5 to Girona and we'll be fine. Bono, I don't think... Who else are you going to get of that quality at that price? Like, the price doesn't even matter. If it was 10 million, you pay that. Pay the clause and get that man on the squad for next season. Suso signing has been permanent because we made it to the Champions League. Make this signing permanent just because of these performances, please. That's a penalty save against Wolves. This performance, and we got an onslaught from Man United in that second half. God damn, an absolute onslaught. Martial, Rashford, Bruno was having an outstanding game tonight. No one picked him up. This guy was moving freely. I mean, some people were kind of exaggerating, comparing him with De Jong, but with De Bruyne, sorry. But he has quality, man. This guy was finding players, picking out some really good passes right outside the box. Bruno was a danger man. I mean, aside from him scoring penalties all the time, this guy could have, put us away easily. But man, what a performance, man. To hang in there and to stay in the game. This is why I appreciated the mentality that Lopetegui has instilled with the defense. You keep your side in it. In these big matches, that's why they say defense wins championships, because we stayed in that game because of our defense. The onslaught we got at the beginning of that second half, man, we survived it. And then Man United had nothing else. They had no more solutions, no more tricks up their sleeve. Greenwood kind of had a quiet night. Rashford didn't really do much either. Right? To be fair, Martial didn't put his chances away. And we seen one of those Banega giveaways. Remember that? Man, that gave me like the creeps. Like, we thought he finally abandoned that, but like we're having lapses in concentration back there, playing around with the ball, and then Banega lost at the edge of the box. Like, damn, this is the goal here, and Bono makes the save. Man, I'm so proud of him, because I was done with Bono after that Cluj debacle. I'm like, wow, this guy clearly no confidence. He's just a stand-in. Like, we see Vashlik's numbers when we're seeing goalkeeping charts for like who's been the best goalkeeper of the season, and you see Vashlik up there. We all know that's just because of our defense. That's because of Carlos, Koundé, Fernando. it's because of that that defensive triangle, not because of Ashlik. So you could say the same thing with Bono and these clean sheets, but no, during this tournament, Bono deservedly, for me, man of the match. Man of the match, perhaps even against Wolves, man of the match. But Bono, my God, that was, I don't remember a goalkeeping performance as good as that in a while. In a Sevilla shirt, I mean, recency bias, but I mean, I don't know. I don't remember. But Diego Carlos conceded another penalty for us. And to be fair, you know, those penalty referees are starting to call that now. Tackles on the player after taking the shot. I mean, we get calls like that for regular fouls outside the box, like after the players made the pass. Like, I think it was against Wolves. Banega had a shot on target, and then the referee still called it, right? But I mean, it's given. I guess it was given in this instance because the player makes a shot, right? Gets fouled. What if the player would have been there for the rebound? You know what I mean? But looking at the replay, Rashford kind of exaggerated. He kind of left his foot in there so he can make sure. It was kind of like those basketball players leaving their legs trailing when they're taking a 3-point shot just so they could get the and one. He kind of left his foot there and then did a pirouette in the air to get the foul. So, I mean, we know this team knows how to get penalties. So, no surprise there. When they got a penalty, like within the first 10 minutes, like, my God, like, really, this is gonna happen? Is this how it's gonna go? A very strict refereed game in that first half because it was a bit nervy because, you know, both teams were dangerous. They had some more dangerous moments in the first half, but we kept it cool. We have Banega on our team. Let's just build these attacks. We got patient. We started getting some decent looks. Then Reguilon got free on the left flank. It's not surprising that both our goals came from assists from our fullbacks. That's been the recipe for most of the season. And Reguilon, if I was Reguilon's agent, I would tell Reguilon to just stay in Sevilla one more season. Just stay with the team you're already comfortable with and develop properly. Because there's still still parts of his game that he needs to improve, obviously. But he is on the right track. And if he stays like this, he will be Spain's #1 left back. I know Jose Gaya is really good. Jordi Alba is really good, but maybe the decline is starting. But he could be the starting left back for Spain next summer for the Euros, if that does indeed take place. But he's on the right track, man. Koundé had a tough night. He was his usual brilliant self in a few interventions, but there were some parts in that game he looked rattled, as was the rest of the team, by the constant waves of attack from United. But we held on strong. We saw the game out. I mean, the team helps each other, you know. Maybe some players might be struggling at certain moments of the game, but we pick each other up. Bono really bailed us out, man, at the important moments, man. He kept us in that game, and we were able to deliver the final blow in that second half. I mean, Luke de Jong, he was brought on for exactly what he was supposed to do. Just be there for when the ball eventually comes. Just be there. And he was. The chance came and he scored it. Like, man, Luke, you didn't have to do anything else. You just did it. Thank you. Gracias, Luke. Man. Like, yo. Sometimes I just think it's dumb luck. Like, yo, this player doesn't look like he's going to score at all. But he did. And we're in the final now. My God. Ocampos, he really looked fatigued. You see that in the first half. I don't know if there was a little bit of an injury there, but he wasn't going to see much against Wan-Bissaka. I rate Wan-Bissaka highly. I know he was at fault for that second goal. He's a very good 1v1 defender, so I don't think he shuts down most wingers. So I don't think, especially as Ocampos is not as comfortable on the left side as he has been in the right side this season. I don't think he was gonna see much tonight. So it was the right substitution, especially just to get some fresh legs. Because once Munir came on, he came on at the right time because the mounting United pressure. We needed those legs, to start off those counters. We just needed that. And Ocampos usually gets angry when he gets subbed off, right? But he went off knowingly that he was probably a bit fatigued, probably a bit hurt. So we need him for the final anyway. You know what I mean? Suso finally scored. First goal since his debut start, where he got a goal and assist against Espanyol. He's been improving with every game. Once the Europa League got set and he was a set starter, like Lopetegui keeping the same starting 11, Suso has improved every game. I guess Wolves was when we finally started seeing him, like we're starting to call him now the right-sided Nolito, right? It's like, yo, you're just looking to cut in and that's it. But he's being inventive. He's taking on his defender. He's doing more things with the ball. He's associating better with Navas and starting to build that chemistry on the right. It's like he's looking good. Hopefully he continues to improve. He's not there yet, but that was a nice run. Took advantage of a sloppy defensive United. Like, what was going on there, man? I don't know if you guys seen the picture of Maguire looking the wrong way when the cross was coming in. And then the left back being, I don't know, where was he going? I don't know. And it just left Suso open. Nicely tucked into the near post. Let's go. 1-1. Thank you. And Nesiri, basically, simply a defender up top. He's basically, when we defend from the front, he's just another defender up there. When he's not a goal-scoring threat, he's just another defender. And I've often seen him in our box, giving his all for the cause. I love that. If you're not going to give us anything going forward, at least defend. And he did exactly that, man. Like, throwing himself for these blocks. I love it. And he was going to tire eventually as well. It was nice to see Goudelli coming on. When Lope brings on Goudelli, it's a wrap, right? Set up shop. Bring the W home. When Goudelli comes on, the win is almost in the bag. It's nice to see him back after recovering from coronavirus. I mean, I don't know how it would feel to have coronavirus, even though you're symptomatic, but like, it's got to be pretty worrying. Like, this is what's been affecting the entire world. So it was nice to see Goudelli back, and to give Jordan a rest. Jordan, I'm loving Jordan's game right now, man. He is the perfect liaison between Fernando and Banega. Fernando doing so much for that our defensive line, and then Banega, man, we've said it all about Banega. I'm just gonna miss this guy, man, and he refuses to play his last game. He's like, no, it's not gonna be tonight. We got one more game after this. One more game. Jordan just ties it all together, and he's become so pivotal, and he will be a joy to watch beside whoever we bring in to replace Ever. I'm gonna love Jordan's game. Having said that, don't mess up in the next game, you know what I mean? But man, Jordan is really improving here in all facets of the game. He always had it defensively. He's strong, like he battles no matter the midfielder. He's not intimidated, and getting better with the ball too, making great passes with his range. And I mean, sometimes he does lose the ball. He does lose the ball in precarious situations, but he's improving with that. And I haven't spoken about on Navas yet. Jesus Navas. If anybody didn't see like the images post match, I mean that could have made me emotional as well. This guy was in tears post match. This guy, I don't know how this guy is still running. I don't know. This guy is virtually pretty much played every single minute this season. Provided the assist for the winner. He did the same back in 2006 for Antonio to bring us to our first UEFA Cup final. And this man did it again. How is this man still running? How is this man still running? Emotional after the match, and there were some touching pictures between him and Ever Banega, obviously wearing the numbers for Puerta and Reyes, respectively. So just seeing those images is like, man, this guy is really leading our team to another final. Came back to Sevilla, you know, it was, I mean, Navas' story, like how he had homesickness because he couldn't leave the city. That's just crazy to me, right? He loves the city so much that he had homesickness. That's crazy. But man, Navas, what a season he's had for us. And now we're going to another Europa League final. We're going for that 6th one. Like, let's go. I mean, stats are stats, right? Whenever Sevilla makes to the quarterfinal, they always win the competition. Yeah, but it's a different season this time. We got tough teams. Took care of Wolves. Took care of United now. Now we're headed to the final. No matter who the finalist is, no matter who it is, it's Sevilla in the Europa League final. There should be no doubt. There should be no doubts anymore. I'll have a final preview once the finalists decide. Let's enjoy this. Let's soak it all up. There is nothing quite like Sevillismo. Nothing like it. Vamos mi Sevilla. Vamos campeón.